All right. So Naya, Thran, Dinos. So Thran Temporal Gateway is a card we played in this Naya shell in the previous format. That was kind of fun. Puts a historic permanent from your hand onto the battlefield. Historic cards are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. So notably, we've got a bunch of really expensive dinos up here at our top end to put into play off the gateway as early as turn 4, because we can ramp into this on turn 3. And then out of the latest set, we gained the Raze-Boar here, which can put Ganache, Zetalpa, Ghalta into play a little bit sooner. We also have Regisaur, which can give these other random dinos haste. And we've got Ripjaw Raptor alongside some Lava Coils and some Deafening Clarions out of the sideboard and some Lyras to, like, maybe give ourselves a feasible chance against the aggressive decks in the post-board games. So let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here and see how this one goes, shall we? We top 1,000 last season, so we just get to play actual everything on the ladder. Now, I think using Gateway to put 4-drops into play is probably pretty mediocre. I think I just mulligan a 7-card hand that doesn't have a ramp spell. I think I'm going to keep the 6-card hand that doesn't have a ramp spell, because I get a Scry. Perfect. I get, what, 2 chances to find a ramp spell on 2? This is basically Naya Timmy. It's like, what cards would Timmy play in Standard? Alright, they're all in this deck. Let's do it. Yeah, this is a great example of a deck that's probably pretty cheap to build in Paper or on Magic Online, but is incredibly expensive to build on Magic Arena, just because it plays a bunch of rares and mythics that you're never gonna play in anything else. So, like, the opportunity cost of building this deck is incredibly high on Arena, whereas in Paper, a lot of these cards cost pennies because they're not really constructed playable. This card is really awkward against Teferi, huh? I think we just have to play our way through it, but is not great in the face of this card. Our whole deck's bad against this card. Teferi basically punishes you for playing Magic. He's good against instants, and he's good against creatures, artifacts, and enchantments that cost 2 or more mana that don't have an enter the battlefield effect. I'm learning the only way to get rare wild cards is to buy packs or just play. Is that correct? Yeah, you get cards in Arena by buying packs. Stinkins, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, of course it bounces everything. Why wouldn't it bounce everything? Why wouldn't it bounce all of the stuff? Checks calendar, 18 more months of Teferi, right?
I've done the hero thing before.
This card's not so good against us. I guess it bounces my thing after I Temporal Gateway into play, huh? Give me a timeout before I get my sword. Of course, Cookie. Thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
I am not making this up as I go.
Animoine, thank you for the 16. Thanks for checking back in here. Welcome back. So, this is what you've done there with your question, Corrosion, and maybe you don't intend to be this way, but what you've done there is basically the Magic version of whataboutism. I don't think the justification for one game design in Magic should be this game design sucks less than this other design that also sucks. So yes, to set an incredibly low bar, Teferi Time Raveler, sucks less to play against than Wilderness Reclamation plus Nexus of Fate. I agree with you. I also think it's more than fair to say they both suck and would be happy if neither of them existed. Solar Sail, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. And there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Wow, I get to attack here? That's exciting. I'm sending both of these at Teferi. Hey, Forklift, thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. They did plus Teferi, so we might be getting Kaya's Wrath here. We're Elder Spelling our Teferi, sure. But this doesn't die to Wrath, right? So we're fine. I bet they had Wrath and they wanted to sweep whatever I was putting into play and they weren't expecting something this big boom. Yes, indestructible.
Hone your prowess.
Wouldn't Regisaur Alpha almost have been the better pick there since it spawns the token? Not if you're listening to the things I'm talking about, Sunshine. Is Regisaur Alpha better against Kaya's Wrath? And like those are the types of plays that you should like try to make based on like what the things your opponent is doing. So like you want to think about like, well, why would my opponent make this sequence that's not the obviously correct sequence? Like what's the reason? Other than look for reasons other than they just made a mistake, right? Regisaur with Raze-Boar is good. His Pot Splash should have 4 of this card in my deck. This is pretty good with the boar. So they can bounce this, make a token, chump block this. Oh, really? They're just letting that die? Sure.
That's how it was meant to happen.
Hey, Tulsalo, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. The fact that they have Hero in the main here, I think makes it less likely that they have Kaya's Wrath. It's not 0%, but I feel like it's less likely they have Kaya's Wrath with Hero in the main. Yeah, this tramples, but this doesn't. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take this since I have double Zetalpa. Or do they have a second Thought Erasure here? I can't imagine why you'd take Zetalpa if you don't have a second Thought Erasure. So I expect we'll be seeing that here momentarily. Yeah, Despark's a card they sometimes play in their main deck. I wonder if we'll see them trade these for the Regisaur here. The Regisaur coming in and out gets a lot of value. Yeah, a lot of these decks play one Despark in the main, though. I agree there's a lot of decks where it kind of gets you into trouble, but the main deck Despark is definitely nowhere near unheard of. Are we? I think we're actually winning this game, huh? The problem with Despark is that when it's bad, it literally does nothing. So Carnage Tyrant sounds good. Ripjaw Raptor's a little mediocre. How do we like boarding in Lava Coil? I think I just like a couple of coils. Kills Bellhaunt, kills Hero. I think that's fine. Tofu Cow! Thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate the 2/3 of your support. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Nah, I think Ghalta's fine. I've got Gateway and Raze-Boar to cheat it out. I'm gonna leave Big Mama Ghalta. Hey, what's going on, Red Comet? Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It really is, Tofu. This hand's great. 2 pieces of ramp, some payoffs. This is the way they bounce my dork, bounce my dork, bounce my dork. Oh, you know what?
My excellent timing.
I did updates to this deck. This should totally be Paradise Druid, huh? This should just like 1000% be Paradise Druid.
That's more like it.
And I cut a number of the basics to try and hit double red for Raze-Boar, which makes the other spell I'm playing a little bit less good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Drover and probably cut most of the Thunderherd migrations.
I won't.
I need to play more than 3 basics if I want Thunderherd to work, and I'm not sure I want to play a bunch of basic lands.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is the part where I get instant speed Kaya's Wrath, right? Maybe I'm supposed to Regisaur to take the Teferi off the table. Everything kind of sucks against Wrath, so. Roadkill! Coming in with the very generous tier 3 resub. I hope your Monday is finding you well. Thank you for the 20 months at that. Welcome back.
Don't worry. I got this.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. If we're playing the pig, we should kill hit the Tef first.
Trust me.
I think it really matters. Hey, Dimstar, thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Well, the sand's not amazing, but it's definitely a keep, right? Need some more lands. I guess I get my mountain with this. Perfect. Alright, didn't get duressed. Fist pump. Hooray for spoil. Aren't we always in spoiler season? I almost feel like I should say hooray when it's not spoiler season. Hey, Z-Man, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Someone who joined up around Shadows Innistrad. I can't remember the last time I wasn't reading Magic spoilers. Yeah, same. This is the way we floop the pig, floop the pig, floop the pig. Do 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 do. I played my big sweet Timmy card. Oh no, they played a 3-mana planeswalker that made Timmy sad. Timmy very sad. Very, very sad, Timmy. Oh, Timmy. Very sad. Rawr! 6-mana Liliana, down tick. Wow! Wow! They took my toy! Oh, chat! Oh, that's not how this is supposed to work. I'm supposed to get to play with my toy opponent. Mom! They took my toy! Get reverse timid, yep. Get reverse timid. They're gonna like Kaya's Wrath me this turn.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Yeah, it has Vigilance and Double Strike, though. And I'm dead in 2.
Right on schedule. Not so fast.
Teferi puts the sad inside me. Teferi makes me the sad. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you enjoy constructed Magic, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different constructed decks here, and we change decks every 60 minutes to 2 hours or so you always get a lot of variety in what we stream every day. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Felix Gray makes premium glasses that have blue light filtering technology in their lenses. So if you're someone like myself who spends a lot of time in front of the screen every day, they can help reduce those headaches related to vision stress from being in front of your computer frequently. Chewy would love to help you get thousands of pet products that you know and love auto-shipped to your house on a recurring schedule that fits your needs, whether it be every week, every month, or every other month. You can set up to get the things that you always need sent to you on as you need them. You can check out my link using bit.ly/Chewy to save 30% on your first auto-ship order with them. Vitamin String Quartet makes unique instrumental string arrangements of everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate all of y'all spending part of your Monday here with us. If you are a new viewer and you're enjoying what you see here, make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. Does Chewy do a reptile products? Yeah, pretty much the whole range of everything you can imagine in terms of pet products. Hey, Jim. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream this morning. Congrats on your MCQ win over the weekend. One Cra, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope life's treating you well. Yeah, my glasses are not prescription. My vision's pretty reasonable in terms of quality, but they definitely was getting those vision-related headaches with some consistency, and they definitely helped with that. I have some double white cards. I have double red already, so let's just get my second white. Ripjaw Raptor is a great draw here, because it means I get to play that out next turn. Yeah, maybe. It's very, very small, like you said. Alright, so this is 5, 6. We're still 2 lands away from Ghalta here, unfortunately. Or from Ganache. Still a number of lands or power points away from Ghalta. Our world is gonna be shook, chat. And then unfortunately, 2 upticks from Nissa mean they get to block this card. Can we just talk about for a moment how long they waited to finally put dinosaurs into Magic? And then when we finally got the dinosaurs, they weren't actually that impressive. I actually made that change while I was doing my spiel, Paula. So if you look at the stream decker, it's updated.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
You would make an excellent informant.
I think we have died. How is Modern this morning? Both the decks we played were absolute dog poop, but the Storm deck was at least a sweet pile of dog poop. Do you hear that sound in the distance, chat? Do you hear it? Yeah, that's the sound of the loving embrace of the Diamond 4 rank floor. I know its sweet, soothing sounds very well. The Diamond 4 rank floor and I, we go way back. Chameleon Colossus is a dinosaur and it was in Lorwyn. Technically, when it was printed, oh, there were some dinosaurs already, right? That's true. It's safe down here. It's familiar. I feel comfortable with the familiar. I think I'm keeping this now. London Mulligan's coming when? July 2nd, that is when. London Mulligan's coming when? Not soon enough. Bum bum ba-da-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. All right. Take two. Perfect. Double ramp on the play. Getting ourselves set up for turn 5. Turn 5 Sun's Avatar. Let's do it. Let's do it and do it and do it and do it again. Have all my colors. Doesn't matter what I get. I just want to trigger the Sun's Avatar, chat. Is that asking so much? Is it asking so much to trigger the Sun's Avatar? It is? It's asking too much? Alright. Can I cast it? How about cast it? It doesn't have to trigger, I just want to put it onto the stack. Ooh! Ooh, buddy! Ooh, buddy! Just like we drew it up, ladies and gentlemen. Just like we drew it up. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Population U. Ain't nobody got time to cast their spells. Plains Teferi incoming. Don't you put that on me. It's kind of unfortunate we drew a dinosaur. Alright, we got a Zetalpa. Deal. As you will, opponent. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. I'll do, pig. I'll do. Big dumb dinos. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Look at all the time they're spending reading Zetalpa there. Alright. Lava Coil's in. Lyra Dawnbringer's in. Regisaur out. Is this Ripjaw Raptor? I think it's Ripjaw Raptor. I think that's the cut. Maybe I split the difference and cut the Ghaltas. Ever watch any Gordon Ramsay shows? Can't say that I have. Although, I've heard there's some Twitch streamers that's all they do. Is watch TV on Twitch, which is weird. I'm gonna keep this, because we have 2 chances to hit a green source on the draw. Yeah, apparently, some bigger Twitch streamers, for their actual content, is them watching TV shows and other stuff. Which seems really weird to me. Pierce me, daddy. Pierce me. Oh, yeah. Are you the king of Hoaglandia, or are we supposed to call you your majesty, your highness? I am not the king. I am but a simple jester who dances for the court's amusement. There are several members of royalty in Hoaglandia, and you'll see them with crowns in the chat. Pinky, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Land. Aye. Oh. Let's go. Aye. Oh. Let's go. Do. Anus, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. They stole my drover, chat. They stole my drover. Screwed. Alright, so do we put Zetalpa into play, or do we just Sun's Avatar them again? I think we're on the Sun's Avatar them plan, right? If they put double Phoenix into play here, I might be conservative and do this. But if they only put one bird into play, I'm gonna Sun's Avatar them. Alright, that's only one bird. He droves for the other team now, yep. Alright, going to 17. Gonna crack them for 5 to 7 on the backswing. Yeah, this could be a Zetalpa as well. No joke. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. Just like we drew it up. Never didn't have it. Tidwell, thanks for the 2/3 of you. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Praise be to the Sun's Avatar. We're gonna play like Island and Mass Manipulation me. You wanna be incredibly sad? Gosh, this deck is probably rancid against the Bant deck. We just have like all the big dumb stupids they want to steal. We did get to do all of the things. And really, what more can you ask for in life than getting to do the things? If they steal a dinosaur, it pumps their drover. That's true. It's very true. I left 2 Thunderherds in. I split it 4 Paradise Druid, 4 Drover, 2 Thunderherd. Deck needs Blossoming Defense. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so they're getting 1 Burb back this turn. Are the Burbs... I think the Burbs might be on blocking duty. Oh, they're getting 2 Burbs back. We could be in trouble here. We could be in trouble, yeah. Roar! Here there be dinos. If they double block here, I still trigger for 3, which would be great. Oh, this thing tramples? Of course it tramples. Of course it tramples. Oh, we're so good at this. We're so good at this. Flying isn't evasive enough. Needs trample too. Please fix. Triple strike. Get him. Okay. Okay, they're getting some burbs back here. Mobile lets me share my resub now. Awesome, Guard. Thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Needs more Lash Strike. We have a Pig God for next turn. Yeah, our deck is pretty good against Entrancing Melody. Outside of our Drovers and our Paradise Druids, our boys are fairly fat. If Hoaglandia had an official keyword, it would definitely be Flample, yep. The term you're looking for is thick. Okay. Tristani is good against back manipulation. It's okay. I'm pretty much playing everything in ranked these days, Sword and Shield. Because we top 8'd, or top 1000 last month. Do I want Tristani? How do I feel about Tristani versus Lyra? I could split the difference in the sideboard. Because, like, Tristani's, like, also good against aggro. I don't hate that. Tristani's, like, also good with Raze-Boar. Because it comes into play and it triggers. Huh. I wonder... Yeah, trim one more thing here. Thrashing, that seems fine. Alright, let's do that. This deck is actually, it's sweet when it does its thing. It is certainly sweet when it does its thing. Toll Smear with Raze-Boar. Yeah, I could see that being good too. There's definitely a lot of little angles to things we could do with cards from the new set. Drawing Thran on 4. Thran on 3 is the best. We got to attack with Sun's Avatar on turn 4 earlier today. That was quite excellent. I'm not sure how we ever beat Wilderness Reclamation, but we're going to try and figure it out here together. Just gonna fog us back into the Stone Age. Hey, Sword and Shield, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Sun's Avatar can destroy Reclamation. That's not true. That's not even remotely correct. Yeah, you're thinking of Zakama. That's the other big dumb Naya dino. Arguing what is worse between Reclamation and Teferi is like discussing whether or not you'd rather smell vomit or diarrhea. The answer is you'd rather smell neither. Neither is pleasant. But Jeff, my hypotheticals. The tapped creature with vigilance is so wild. Look at how sweet my deck is. Look at all the sweet things I did. It's a shame I'm never going to get another meaningful combat step. You know, I was kind of thinking I wanted a snack. This is probably a good time to do that, huh? Can you auto pass through revealed stuff yet? I have no idea.
The moon looks intriguing. Let me aid your research.
Get a snack, do your taxes, get a new degree. Perfect time for all of that. Yep. Ooh, they missed. Ooh, they missed. And by that I mean they have it in their hand already, so it doesn't matter. Aw, man. Stu Nami, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Life's too short, chat. Life's too short. Diamond floor, rank floor is love. Diamond 4 rank floor is life. Life is too short. Ain't nobody got the time or the fortitude or desire to sit there through that nonsense. If you want one of those try-hard streams, I'd recommend finding an MPL player who streams Magic. The best! Thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Perfect. Alright, let's just not draw the 1 basic planes in our first 2 draw steps. Because there might only be 1 more basic in my deck, and I'd prefer not to draw it. As opposed to the MPL streamers who only stream auto chess? Yeah, as opposed to those. Personally, I'm excited to try some Dota Underlords later this week. I'd been meaning to audition for the MPL. Looking forward to it. I have another removal spell here for this. What deck do you recommend for someone looking to get to Mythic who doesn't want to grind like a job? I'm currently stuck in Platinum. I think like the stock best deck answer is mono red is very good for a reason. If you're not a fan of mono red, other decks with aggressive slants I like in this format are green red Sarkin, black red Aristocrats, and Naya Feather. And my preferred list for all of those you can find on my website. Has anybody said anything specifically negative towards, and this is why something that I really dislike about our society. I don't think anyone in chat, at least that I've missed, has said anything negative about Savits or anybody else who's streaming on, like, people who are allowed to can and should stream whatever they want. Like, but it's still a fact that there are people who are in the Magic Premier League who are basically just not streaming Magic. And that's not to say those people are bad or they don't deserve whatever they got, but that's just a fact of the situation, right?
I've got it.
Hey, look at that, a lethal dinosaur. You see the Kibler video about MPL and HS Grandmasters? I watched like the first half of it. Alright, so they're playing Esper. I want my Carnage Tyrant. I probably want my Tristani Discordants, because the last Esper player, Command the Dread Hoarded us, and it was annoying. R. Carey, thanks for the 6 months of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome. You should be at least queen rank in auto chess to be an MPL player anyways. What consists of historic? So historic cards are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. I'm gonna keep this. It doesn't have a ramp spell, but like my opponent's deck likely has Thought Erasure in it. I don't really like to mulligan aggressively against decks full of discard spells. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, as someone who like, my job is Magic, I hope WotC gets the MPL figured out and gets it to a good place where both they and the community are happy with it, right? Because like, a rising tide raises all ships. And I think there's a lot of people who are commenting on Savitz not streaming Magic. They're not doing it because they dislike Savitz or wish him ill. In fact, I think they're commenting on it because they wish he would stream Magic, right? Like, he's a great content producer. And if adding him to the MPL got him to stream a bunch of Magic, I would consider that a success in adding him to that group of players, right? But like, if whatever contract they have isn't having that outcome, they've probably messed that up. Wizards has probably messed that up.
I know my responsibility.
Mana Sheen, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
That's more like it.
Did they really just leave me with this? Huh. So I guess I didn't lock that door.
You did.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
I was just gonna see if you were hungry.
All right, what am I doing? Sorry. I think I want to just do this and then pass here and, like, end step this. Because, like, obviously they're holding up a removal spell here, right? Thought Erasure. That's awkward. Yeah, I guess that just has to happen. I have two things that the gateway can put into place, so I think this is fine. No, Savitz is one of the 32 members of the MPL. When they replaced the player who was banned from Magic for cheating in a paper tournament, and they replaced Jerry Thompson for stepping down. They had 2 spots to fill. The dude rants. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it.
We need to move quickly.
I mean, again, Double E Hawk, I don't really care about what the reason is, and I have no doubt that Savitz is like doing what's best for his stream. Like, he's not a new content producer, right? So I assume he knows how to do what's best for his stream. I'm just saying the end result of being in the MPL whenever that contract is not being a deciding factor to like get someone to stream Magic, that probably means Wizards messed up by giving that person a contract. And again, like, whoever they are, if WotC offered them a contract to not actually play the game and just was like, here's 75 grand a year, like, sure, sign me up, right? Like, I don't blame someone for taking advantage of a good contract for them. That's just the smart business thing to do. I think I'm just playing this as opposed to playing one of these other cards into a counterspell or into the Teferi down tick. Now, like, maybe I could try and do this and try and pressure this, but with Carnage Tyrant here, this is only going to 7, so I can attack this down next turn if they don't have, like, a Kaya's Wrath. I got you, Cookie.
Don't worry, I got this.
Thank you, wife.
Darling.
I think I'm discarding the gateway. I'm out of historic things anyways, right? Yeah, when other people don't realize, the MPL contracts are not just you get to play in tournaments that are the best value Magic tournaments that ever existed. The MPL players who have streaming as part of their contract are getting $75,000 per year on top of those tournament invites. GP coverage died for this. The entire Magic Pro system was scrapped and thrown away for this. Ergo Proxy.
Hurry!
Thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Here we go.
GP coverage, explicitly coverage.
I don't do this lightly.
Hey, Aegis, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely not saying anything that's a big secret. But there are a lot of people who aren't as heavily invested in Magic as the rest of us. Traditional rank mode. You need to click the slider on the top right-hand corner of your main screen, Razor. Hey, Raver. Thanks for the Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, the weekly things have been a little bit awkward, and I think their big drop-off in viewer numbers kind of show that. It's going to be interesting to see if WotC view bots the Mythic Championship stream this weekend or not. If they embed it. Sorry, it's technically not view botting. It's like effectively view botting in my opinion, but it's not actually view botting. Worst neighbor NA, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a Mythic Championship this weekend. Evil 2 times, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic, fantastic day wherever you're at. Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't attack with this, with these 8 drops in my hand. That's probably a mistake. Isn't it this week? I thought it's this weekend, right? It's the 22nd, 23rd? I thought it was 22, 23. Bino, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. So, part of the problem with the MPL weekly matches, there's two fundamental problems with how the MPL weekly is currently set up. The first fundamental problem is that the individual matches don't really have a feel like they're being played specifically for meaningful stuff. It's hard to track why you should care as a spectator about the matches that are being played. The second is that all the matches in the weekly tournaments are pre-recorded. I'm sorry, but if you're paying people $75,000 per year, expecting them to all show up to play a tournament at the same time on a Saturday should not be an unreasonable expectation. You're paying them enough money that getting them to all show up at the same time every week, or half of them to show up at the same time every week, should not be a problem. Requiring 2 Saturdays per month for that salary should be completely acceptable. Wannabe Beetle, thank you for all the absurdity you've given here over the years. I appreciate the 23 months. Welcome back.
Before action.
Show remorse, I'll show restraint.
I think we're pretty dead here at this point. Let's try another one. Someone asked what view botting or embedding is. So at the Mythic Invitational, there were a lot of people going crazy because it broke 6 digits worth of viewers at 100,000 people concurrently watching, and the reason why it had such that big number of people watching was because WotC basically pays Twitch to embed the Magic stream like an autoplay video ad on popular websites. So there's a lot of people who were being counted in that 100,000 that technically had the stream playing on the computer, but they weren't a Magic player that turned the stream on, if that makes sense. So it's not technically a view bot or a computer viewer, it's technically a person, but they don't realize that they're being counted towards a metric for this thing that's being watched. Same thing was done for, if you've seen a couple of different, I think it was like Gabby and Amazonian and Savitz and Nox at different points, and maybe a couple others I've missed have been boosted like that too. Like when they had like 40,000 people watching them or 20,000 people, that was because a lot of those weren't organic viewers. They were being embedded and auto-played like an ad. I think I'm going to keep the second ramp spell here. I get to go Paradise Druid into Thunderherd, and then we can just, like, play any of our bombs off the top when we draw them. Iron Man, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, actual view bots are against the Twitch terms of service, but embedding is allowed. Socratic Phoenix, thanks for re-upping your prime this way again. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I'm not going to tap this. I just don't want it to die, I don't think. When it rains, it pours, chat. Don't I embed my stream on my personal site? Yes. But when I embed my stream on my personal site, it's very clear that there's a stream playing on my website, Pino. And there's a little bit different than like I wouldn't be complaining or pointing this out if Wizards was just embedding the Magic stream on magicthegathering.com. But that's not what's happening. Mr. Yodamakan, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. And Bankasuit, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, look, curved right into my 8 drop on turn 6. Perfect. Subbed just to defend Jeff having his stream on his site. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just fundamentally different. Like, my stream is, and like, I don't even embed my stream on like the deck pages on my website, right? Like, if I really wanted to boost my viewer count as much as I could, like, I could have my stream autoplay as an ad on every page on my website, but I don't. I just have it on the home page because that's where it makes sense to have my stream up, in my opinion. Yeah, every one of the deck pages on my website has a YouTube playlist with that deck. No, they don't autoplay. My website's not to annoy people. Autoplay video ads and autoplay video content on the internet is flipping obnoxious. It's not something you're ever gonna find on any of my stuff. Thanks for playing Jank so I don't have to. Thanks for the 2 months, Dirth. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. And I mean, like, auto-play things like that to pump your numbers, like, I can't, and obviously I don't have metrics to show this, but my gut instincts, I can't imagine any of that fake pumping it up actually turns into organic viewers, right? Like, it doesn't turn into, like, my random YouTube viewer count isn't the reason why I'm employed, right? It's like my viewers at home that keep me employed. So, like, I don't really feel like I stand to gain much by doing that, other than, like, a couple of views here and there, which really doesn't ultimately add up to much. It's, like, a fun metric to cite, but, like, at the end of the day, it's, like, doesn't really do anything for me. Dougherty, I've been staying off of the political topics recently, but I removed your last message there because it really shows a fundamental misunderstanding of how privilege works and exists in a society as a whole.
Join my cause.
It's just, in a perfect world in a society, your statement would be fine, but we live in a really imperfect world where there are a lot of really unfair advantages for people who look a specific way or come from specific places, and pretending that it doesn't otherwise exist, that doesn't otherwise happen, is just nonsense. I think people have a bias towards watching streamers that have more viewers. I don't think they go from 1 to 30k to 100k though. Yep. How much do YouTube ads give you compared to Twitch subs and such? I'd have to check. It varies month to month, but at any given point, my Twitch subscriber revenue is probably 60 to 80% of my monthly revenue. Like, when I tell people thanks for keeping me employed when they sub, that's not just a cheeky quip. That's just me being honest. We're very dead here. We're gonna try one more with this and see if we can do our thing one more time. Try once more. Water Cat! Thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Where can I buy quality pet products at an affordable price? At Chewy.com. You get we've met the loving embrace of the rank floor. Diamond for rank floor. Sure. No payoffs, but some ramp spells. Looking for some bombs. Me too, Silifron. Me too. It's okay. Smothering Storm will drag us, kicking and screaming. Well, not off of the rank floor, but maybe across it. Honest streamers, keep them employed at all costs. Thanks for the biddies, Top Toy. I appreciate it. Do I do this, or do I just do thing? I'm gonna do this. So the problem with Nissa, people are asking about Nissa in this deck. If you look at this deck, and you look at the curve on it, this deck has so many cards that are really expensive in it already. And I'm using my ramp to get to those expensive cards. So rather than ramp into Nissa, which is then more ramp, I just want to ramp into my cards that are like already payoffs, basically. And by all means, this deck is definitely not trying to be optimal or super competitive or try hard or whatever you want to call it. We're just trying to cast some dinosaurs every once in a while. Put some Sun's avatars into play. Hoaglandia has built a society who not only embraces timeouts and chilling, but leans into them. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Big pig. Big pig. Yep, yeah, it's pretty much just been Teferi time Raveler decks today. Yay! Teferi! Woo! Teferi!
I have a plan.
Hey, Jackwick. Thanks for the 213 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right. All right, Big Papa Sun's avatar. Big Papa Sun's avatar. Find me some dinos. Find me some dinos. Trigger. All right, we at least found one friend. One friend minimum. Hey, Mean Puff, thank you for the very generous 5 sub-gifties. Hope life is treating you well. Thanks for keeping me employed here. You're having a fantastic Monday wherever you're at. The chat is confusing because of so many timeouts. Unclear if people are being rude or memes. Usually memes. I agree, Lord. In my experience talking to people, one of the biggest misconceptions about the concept, I'm gonna talk about something slightly political for half a second, and then I'll move on, I promise. One of the biggest misunderstandings in my experience talking to people about privilege is a lot of people hear the word privilege and they think it means you get a bonus, when in reality, what it means is you just don't have a negative, right? So like, people hear that word and they think it means, oh, I get a +1, when really it means you just not getting a -1 or a -5. Like, it's the same thing you kind of hear with global warming and climate change, right? Like, idiots like the current president, you'll hear them say things like, it can't be global warming, it's snowing outside. And it's like, yeah, I get it. The buzzword that you heard doesn't fit the narrative that you want to push, so we write it off, regardless of what the science says. Alright, I did that. It's gonna get bounced by this. I think I just keep passing. Because, like, while it's appealing to attack this and chump these off, they're gonna bounce this, and then I don't have any good blocks on the way back.
Hurry!
What are your thoughts on Winding Way over Lead the Stampede in Elves? I think I'd rather have Lead the Stampede because the Elves deck usually isn't short on mana. Chalky, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. The other thing about, like, attacking with the Raptor is, like, I'm not really double spelling, right? So, like, drawing more cards isn't super advantageous, so I'm not playing 2 a turn anyways. Yeah, I think another person, Mup, thanks for the 5-month resub too, is I think a lot of people hear the word privilege and they think it means you can't work hard for the things that you have. And, like, that's just not true either, right? Like, you can be someone who's very privileged and still be someone who works incredibly hard for the things that you have. It just means that someone else who worked equally hard wouldn't be able to accomplish as much as you did because you're starting a little bit further ahead than they are, or less behind than they were. That deck might as well read 8 def. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was not particularly pretty what happened to us there. I don't think I want Clarion. Like, I know that Hero, like, ran away with that game, but that's not always going to happen. I think I'd rather just have more beaters rather than, like, trying to be interactive with them. I'm gonna bottom this. I might get in trouble. If they, like, kill this and I never draw a 4th land, I'm gonna be sad, but I think I'm supposed to bottom that to try and dig to some actual action here. Semiosis, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. I think 3-mana Teferi is terrible from a game design perspective. I think a card like 3-mana Teferi that actively removes the parts of Magic from the game that many people enjoy is not something that's good for the game. I've not looked at deck submissions since Wednesday night. So I did not look at deck submissions on Thursday after I left, and I did not look at them over the weekend. I ended up scrubbing out of the tournament on Sunday, but I didn't bring a laptop with me, so I couldn't do any actual work. Look at that. I think I just do this in case I get really lucky and rip another Sun's Avatar.
Sorry I'm late. Oh, I've done the hero thing before. No, I am not making this up as I go. Let's try this.
This is the part where they play second 3-mana Teferi and I just, like, flip my keyboard over, right?
I am not going to see this. I'm not ready for this quite yet.
Hasty Dino. Hasty Dino. Hasty Dino.
No time for a break.
like a fun new toy?
Do 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 do. Yeah. Our Naya fun stuff deck full of big fatty booms that don't really have haste or into the battlefield effects are really bad against the decks full of 3 mana Teferis.